I would like to say a very good afternoon to everyone who is joining me today. My name is Ade Thomas. I'm standing in for my brother Olayomi Koiki, who is the original owner of this program. For one reason or the other, for a work-related issue, Mr. Olayomi Koiki of Koiki Media is not available today, so I have to quickly step in for him. Today, on Your Thought with Olayomi Koiki, I have a gentleman with me. He's a prince from Nigeria. We even see on the back of his picture in his house right there some of the family pictures that were actually identifying him as actually a prince. So it's not one of those princes that comes to England and becomes a prince. Yeah, this one is actually an original prince from, is the son of the soil. So I would like to introduce my guest to you today, who is, we're going to be deliberating together on Your Thought with Olayomi Koiki today. Good afternoon, Prince.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Okay,
How you doing?
Fine, thank you, sir. Can you please introduce yourself to our audience? They are scattered everywhere in the world. They are from the Asia to America to North America to Africa and Europe. They are all over the place. So we don't normally say good morning or good afternoon because we don't know what time of the day they're going to be. So we just say good day to you. That's how we normally greet people. I just want to make sure I address you so that you know how to greet them properly, sir. Over to you, sir. Say hello to our guest.
Good day to everyone there. My name is Prince Ade Ibukun, a Nigerian in diaspora living in Surrey in England.
Okay, Prince Ade Ibukun, a Nigerian living in the diaspora. To be specific, sorry. Thank you for joining on this program today. Good afternoon, everyone. Olabode, Oladile, good afternoon. Frank Bello, good afternoon. Olasumba Sunday, good afternoon. Fatai, we're going to be the one of the son of the soil. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. And this gentleman, I'm seeing him for the first time. Shukuma, good afternoon as well. I want to welcome everybody joining us on this program today to a very pleasant Sunday, either morning or afternoon or evening, wherever part of the world you are watching for. And I have my coach, my royal model, my real person, Princess Moradeo Adedoyin Sholari, one of the people I look up to when it comes to broadcasting, just joining the program as well. Thank you guys for joining. So, Your Thought is a program on Heritage Television, mainly hosted by Olayomi Koiki. But today, I'm standing in for him. Is Prince Ade Ibukun's thought? Is his idea? Is his mindset? Is his opinion? It's not my opinion, but his opinion. So whatever he expressed here is his personal thought. It doesn't mean that is the state of things in Nigeria, but his own personal thought. I must warn everybody on that issue before we go ahead. Prince, how long have you been away from Nigeria, sir?
Wow, over 3 decades, but I'm not far away from home. I go home all the time. And even in the last decades, I went to Nigeria to join hands with other people there to make Nigeria a better place. I was there for 8.5 years before I came back 4 years ago.
Okay, does that make you a politician in Nigeria then? Did you went home for politics?
Well, I did. I'm not a Nigerian politician. I was just a baby politician.
But you went to Nigeria
for politics. I did.
Did you come back corrupt?
I went to Nigeria. Sorry, say it again?
Did you come back very, very corrupt?
Me? No, I didn't come back as a corrupt politician. No, I came back as a good Nigerian.
Yeah. Okay, you said that. We're going to find out on this show today. So when you went to Nigeria, what election did you went for? What post did you fight for? And did you win?
I went to Nigeria in 2006, November to be precise. I went to join my leader then, Dr. Mimiko. I'm from Ondo State in Nigeria. So I went to join him to form the Labour Party. So that was how I came into politics in Nigeria. I was there for 8.5 years. trying to build Nigeria with them. Eventually, it didn't go the way I wanted, so I had to come back.
Mm, mm. So you formed a Labour Party. Was that another party different from APC and PDP then?
There was no APC then. It was AD and PDP then.
So
APC is
where
a
did
new
you
party.
APC only just came here? So where did you get the Labour Party from? You said you went to form a Labour Party.
Yeah,
If I
it was
look,
a new party then.
it was a new party. So I think Mimiko was
Yeah,
the governor of Ondo State then. Am I right?
yeah.
So
No,
did he?
not in 2000. Not in 2006. We started we started the journey in 2006,
Yeah. And he went. And
and
he won when?
the election was in 2007.
Okay. Okay. And he won the election.
We did.
And he was there for 2 terms.
Yes,
When he was
it
there for
was.
2 terms, uh, did he won under the Labour Party that you guys formed, or he went in under
Yes, he
another
did.
party?
No, he did.
Wow, wow.
He
So
did under the Labour Party.
who was the project manager in that election? Who was managing that project? Were you the project manager? Because I couldn't see how a newly formed party can go in now in Nigeria who is not part of the normal thing and won the election. Hands down.
I was just a newcomer then, a baby politician. I wasn't even holding a position because I did not even understand the Nigerian politics at that particular time. So I was learning from them. Like I told you, I joined hands with them so that we be able to build a new party with new minds, new mentality that we need for Nigeria, for the better change for Nigeria. That was the aim
Okay,
then.
I said this is not actually my platform, so I don't know much about the name of the party. I have one of my very one correcting me here that is AC, not AD. So I'm sorry for that. And Olayomi Koiki is actually finding his way to the system and washing with one eyes and doing his meeting with the with with the other hand. He didn't want to do the meeting with one hand and interviewing with another eye. That's why he has to step me up to do to step in for him. It's not my program, but thank God, I think I might be able to have a very good grill. I might probably be able to put you under a very, very, very hot grill today because of you. Some of the things we've said so far have actually interested me, and I need to know more. When you went to Nigeria, did you try to contest for any post?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to become my local government chairman then. I'm from Akure South local government.
Yeah,
So that was what I was aspiring,
yeah.
for at that particular time. Unfortunately, the election didn't come up until I came back to London.
So, did you get the party ticket for your party?
No, we didn't. There was no even election when I was there for local government election. They were just putting. I mean, the governor was putting the caretaker chairman in all the local government in our state then.
Okay. Did you
So
manage?
not until about a year to go to finish his second term that I think the local government election came up.
And after his own, when his term finished, so what happened to the people that won a year? Did they kick them out after that year, or they continue for another 4 years before they do another one?
Yeah, they kicked them out. That is the system in Nigeria. Once another governor comes in, all the local government chairman must go.
Oh my God! Yeah, and Nigerian system of government or politics is that when you're fighting for party politics, party ticket, your party ticket, you have to pay so much money from some of the things I had in the background. When you were trying to fight for that, did you pay any money for party tickets? And the election they didn't hold? Did you know about the money you have to pay for party ticket, like 20 million, 200 million, 1 billion, or something like that? Did you know anything about that?
Unfortunately, when we started Labour Party, there wasn't anything like that because we brought in Labour Party into Ondo State. It was new, so there was no any other contestant with Dr. Mimiko. Mimiko was championing it, and we just supported him at that particular time. And like I said, there wasn't any local government election preparation before I left Nigeria after 8.5 years.
Okay, let's go back. Yeah, did you import the Labour Party of England into Nigeria? That is why they kick you out after that time because you are not dancing to their tune. Maybe you're not embezzling the money the way they want you to embezzle it, or maybe you're not sharing what you people are embezzling at that time. Maybe you're not sharing it properly among them. Which one? You explain to me. Let me know. I want to know.
No, Labour Party in Nigeria is a Nigerian Labour Party. It's got nothing to do with UK Labour Party. And when the Labour Party was already in Nigeria before I came, but we brought it wasn't in Ondo State. We brought it into Ondo State because Dr. Mimiko was looking for a platform to contest then. So and he didn't get all the chances he needed in all the established political parties in Ondo State at that particular time. So he had to go out and bring another party for him to be able to contest. That was it.
So that brings me to the next question. So you went to Nigeria, you tried to stay there for 8.5 years. Am I right? 8.5 years?
That's right.
How much money did you spend in Nigeria, honestly, within that 8.5 years?
Oh, I don't think I can disclose how much I spent in Nigeria. I didn't even tell my wife.
Because if you tell her, she's going to beat you up.
Exactly. She's going to shut the door on me.
And then you spend all that kind of money on party politics in Nigeria. What were you expecting in return if you spend all that kind of money in Nigeria?
Actually, what happened was I wasn't spending money on my aspiration. I was spending my money to support the party then so that we could be able to win the election ahead of us.
Okay, you spend your money and it's like a business you went for in Nigeria. Maybe you didn't went for politics. You probably went for business in Nigeria. Okay, let's forget about your personal one. Maybe not. Maybe you're praying for this time to come say, hey, man, come, prayer. Let this man stop grilling me and let's talk about Nigeria that we wanted to talk about. Nigeria as a country, what can you use to summarize it? Maybe in 30 seconds, 20 seconds?
Well, Nigeria is a country that consists different people from different areas of Nigeria with different attitudes. And unfortunately, we were not able to plan together how we're going to make Nigeria a united nation.
Is that your summary of Nigeria? Everything you can say about Nigeria from everything you think?
I still have a lot to say. I still have a lot to say about Nigeria.
That is not the only thing. In your own word. What do you think Nigeria is? If somebody comes to you and said, tell us about Nigerian politics. Somebody who is not a Nigerian, tell us your own opinion of Nigerian politics.
Well, Nigerian politics is different from what is Nigeria. You know, if you are talking about Nigerian politics, it's another thing entirely.
Okay.
The Nigerian politics, yes.
Okay. The Nigerian politics.
Nigerian politics is a game for the people who know how to play the game. It is not for anybody who just want to be there. You have to learn how to play Nigerian politics. Otherwise, you're gonna be a failure. It is not a thing you can just go in and say because you are brilliant or you are from England or you are from outside Nigeria because you have different mentality. It's not going to work in Nigeria. You still have to go to Nigeria and learn the game. It requires money. people.
Okay, so I don't blame people embezzling Nigerian money if they contest election and win the election. If you're going to spend so much money to win the election, obviously the money has to come back from somewhere. Or what is your opinion?
Uh, Actually, yeah, we know we are Nigerians and we know how the system runs in Nigeria. Even outside politics in Nigeria, everything is about money. If you don't have money, yeah, in Nigeria, it's all about money. So if you want to contest for an election, you need money. Money you need to do from the day you step into it. And then you are even out of politics as well. Even when you are out of politics, you still have to be giving money to people. It is a Nigerian thing. It is not the politician game alone. It is everybody. Nigerian politics, the way we play Nigerian politics, is the reflection of the people.
The way we play Nigerian politics is the reflection of the people. That's a very big word that I've been looking for all this while. The missing word, the Nigerian politics is the reflection of the people. So it is not the government, it's the reflection of the real people in Nigeria that's been played out in politics. Am I
That's right? Yeah, you are right.
So this takes me to a critical question for you. Who is bad in Nigeria? The government or the people?
Number one, who is the government? The people. It is the people. You know, whatever I am as a Nigerian, if I go over there, that is what is going to make me. What makes the plethora of our heart is what we do as a Nigerian, as Nigerians, wherever we go. So it doesn't even mean if you are in diaspora or you are outside, unless you have a different mentality. And a different mentality that will never make you believe in the way Nigerians do things. My brother, that means you have no connection with Nigeria anymore. Because what can you do in Nigeria that is not in Nigerian way? I don't see it.
Okay, maybe we need to analyze this one a little bit longer. I'm sorry for putting you through this court case, because the way I'm dealing with it's not my program, it's Olayomi Koiki's program. So, but I'm just stepping in for him. And I might be acting like a judge or a jury or a lawyer for the people that wants to get the real thing out of them or out of you, or no, have a mindset, have an understanding of what is actually going on in Nigeria. Maybe that is why I'm asking all this type of question, or maybe this is why I'm doing it this way, because I'm sure Olayomi Koiki has a different approach. He has a subtle approach, a mature approach than me. Are you sweating? Do you need a towel to wipe your sweat? Maybe you're sweating under the hot seat already.
No. I'm not sweating. I
Okay.
need to face. I brought my camera where you can see me because it's dark here in Surrey
but
at
I
the
can
moment.
see you. I can see you properly, and I'm sure people will realize and they will appreciate that they can see you properly, and there's no up NEPA where you are, I believe.
My place is dark.
Okay.
So I have to be at the window.
At the window, yeah.
So that you could be able to see me well.
So that makes sense. So if you are in that kind of situation, right, and you change where you're supposed to be because you want to do things right, if you want to sit down naturally, you're going to sit down where not facing the window, but you look at things and said, no, the best place for me to do, the right thing for me to do is to sit right in front of the window, so there will be enough light reflecting in my face and everybody will see me. Why can't we have that mentality in Nigeria? Why? Why is it difficult in Nigeria?
Well, you see, every nation has their own way of dealing with things. And what works in Nigeria is what they're going to apply. And what works in other places is what people over there going to apply as well. So we as Nigerian, we have, like I said, we have our way, the ways we do things. We have to do them. Nigerians, our ways are what make us Nigerian. If you apply any other thing, it's not going to work. We are not there yet. I believe things will change in the future, but not in this generation.
So, if you're given a chance to do one big change in Nigeria, I'm going to give you an option of A or B. So, you have only two answers, two options. It's an optional question. So, you only have options. Option one, keep Nigeria intact for Nigerian to work. Or maybe I should ask you another way. Option one is A, will Nigeria ever work? Option two, Nigeria will never work. What is your answer?
I will choose A, but if you had allowed me to explain in my own way without these options,
because my audience would like to know this, so I'm going to give you the option, plenty of time. If you want an hour to explain why will you want to pick option A, I'll give you an hour. So I'm not going to restrict your answer. I'm not going to restrict you on your answer, and I'll give you plenty of time before I open the line for our audience to actually speak to you. So you say your option would be to keep Nigeria intact as Northwest is everybody is still working together as Nigeria. That's the option.
That's right. Yes.
And that's your final answer.
Yeah.
You don't want to phone a
I'll
friend?
keep Nigeria.
You don't want to phone a friend for this?
No. And
you don't want to use the lifeline yet?
It's my opinion, so I don't need any other people's opinion for that.
Okay, thank you for the answer. Thank you for the answer, Prince Ade Ibukun, who happens to have my kind of name and our name. The only thing is that I refuse to use the prince in front of my own name, and he's using his own prince. So it's someone who has better influence than me. His name is Ade, my name is Ade, and if you count the numbers of letter in my name, it's the same number of letter in his name as well, if you take the prince out. I really thank you for coming on the show today. So the floor is yours. Take as long as you want to explain to us why you want to keep Nigeria together. Over to you, sir. As long as you want. If you want to keep talking for the next 10 days, I will sit down here and I will listen to you. If you want to do it in 2 minutes, I will sit down here and listen to you for 2 minutes. And if you don't want to say anything, I will still give you the opportunity not to say anything, because everything you say here is your thought. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, moderator. As a patriotic Nigerian, I believe Nigerian can be united. I have that mentality, and I will always hold on to that. There's, regardless of all the problems in Nigeria, we can still make Nigeria work. But to make Nigeria work, we have to go and replan Nigeria. The system Nigeria is running on at the moment, it can never work. The system that can never work to make Nigeria a better place. But Nigeria, we can make it better. We can make Nigeria a place we can be proud of. Other nations in this world. That is what I believe always. The reason why I went to Nigeria was based on that sentiment, on that mentality. Unfortunately, how we have put Nigeria forward, that we are now running Nigeria as a system, it is what it ever worked for Nigeria unity. For example, to make Nigeria work as a country, we have to abolish our things. There must be no northerners. There are no easterners. There has been no west. We have to be one Nigeria. We are shouting one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Some people doesn't even, do not know the meaning of one. If Nigeria is one, why are we calling ourselves the native of so place? Even when you want to fill a form area, they still have to ask you in the form your state of origin. That means there are discrimination in Nigeria from the beginning. Our leaders are not even looking at that. All they want is just to be leaders. Leaders to lead their people in their regions, not united leadership. That is the way I see it.
Are you happy with? You don't want to add anything to
Ah,
it?
now,
Okay.
I think I'm hurt.
Thank you very
Maybe
much,
when
sir. Maybe when the next
maybe
question comes,
when
when you
question comes, then
when you spend eight
you
and a
answer.
half years in Nigeria, yes,
Yes.
8.5 years, you didn't go to the hospital.
No.
So did you have a GP in a hospital you visited in Nigeria?
Yes, I did.
Unfortunately, we're
I
not
was.
taking calls yet. You have to give me some time to actually have a deliberation with my guests first before we open the phone line. We're not taking calls at the moment, so please give me some time. Let's actually understand where we're going, where we're coming from, because everybody is entitled to his opinion. And this man opinion, this program is called Your Thought with Olayomi Koiki, my darling brother from Koiki Media, who is on another assignment currently. But he's a wonderful brother because he's doing this assignment with one eye and he's doing this one with keeping an eye on me to make sure I'm doing his tax very well. Thank you very much, Prince. Ade Ibukun is our guest today on Your Thought with Olayomi Koiki. And I thank everybody who has been participating online as well for all their thought, all their own opinion, because this is your opinion as well. He's entitled to his opinion, and at the same time, you are entitled to your opinion. And of course, I'm entitled to my opinion, and my opinion might not necessarily represent Olayomi Koiki's, the owner of the program's opinion, but he has delegated me to carry out this job for him today, and I believe he won't flog me when he comes back to say, brother, my brother, you didn't do my program justice. So I believe we won't have to go that way. Okay, let's go back to it. Yeah, let's go back to it. So all the time for that 8.5 years, you didn't go to the hospital and you are health and fit. Maybe because you are not fat like me. Maybe that's why you didn't have to go to the to the hospital. Thank you for joining us. Okay, let's go to UpNepa. Did you have UpNepa when you were in Nigeria?
Of course, I was born in Nepal, so every Nigerian in our own time was born into Nepal.
Sorry,
So
Prince Ade Ibukun, let me address this quickly. We are not taking calls now, please. Let's carry on with the program for some time. Let's analyze it a little bit more. And then after that time, we can start taking questions. If you have anything to ask urgently, please send a text, a WhatsApp message, or write it on the comment section. And I might probably be able to pick some of the things up there, please. Thank you very much. I'm sorry for that, but let's get through this a little bit longer. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, so let's carry on. So, UpNepa, is it on a daily basis, weekly basis, morning, afternoon, evening, night times? And 8.5 years, you didn't use any malaria tablets with UpNepa going on around you?
of course, I was using malaria tablet, and I visited the doctors in Nigeria. Fortunately, my immune system was good.
Wow.
So
Wow. That
yeah,
is very promising, yeah. So, when you visited the hospital in Nigeria, did you have to pay for the service?
Of course, yes, I did. I was visiting private hospital, so I never went to the public one anyway.
And what kind of service did you get at this private hospital?
Normal Nigerian service.
Not normal service, but normal Nigerian. There's a difference between normal Nigerian
Yeah,
service and
normal
normal service.
Nigerian service.
You're very
Well,
lucky,
I was
Prince.
lucky. Yeah, I was lucky anyway, and the clinic I was attending then, the doctor happened to be a friend, so he was treating me well. I will go there whenever I want to, and he was taking good care of me whenever I was there.
Did you have to pay him any bribe for him to do this to you? Extra money apart from the money he's supposed to charge you.
I paid for his service,
You
not
didn't pay him the
bribe.
Nigerian way.
Private hospital, they give you bills and you pay the bills.
Okay, that's good.
No,
That's good. That's good. So this 8.5 years you spent in Nigeria, and you are not entitled to any benefits in Nigeria because there is no benefit in Nigeria. Did you get any benefit from Mimiko by Dr. Mimiko himself by any chance? Did you get any money to finance you? You are just pouring your money in. When you come back to England, did you declare yourself bankrupt?
now, fortunately, I was an essay for 17 months.
You are what?
I was an essay, special assistant to the governor.
Okay,
on special duty for 17 months.
Did you advise him on how to run Nigeria, your state, better during that time? The way they were running this country better in England?
Well, I was an essay portfolio without office, without official cash. I was an essay in my own home.
Without an office?
No office. I think we had more than 400 or 500 essays then.
Yeah, okay. If you have, even if you have 20 essays, yeah, or even if you have 1,000 essays, I'm sure something must have exchanged hand during that period of time. You were there. I understand Dr. Mimiko did a good job in Ondo State anyway. But according to what
he did.
people are writing, maybe that's a lie or maybe that's a lie. I don't know. So what were you doing as an essay? Were you just writing memos to him, or you were telling him, "Don't do that, do this. This is not how to do." Because I've carried some people's media portfolio before, and I can go to them and say, "You can't do that. You can't talk like that. You can't walk like this. You can't wear that shoe. You can't wear that clothes. You can't smoke in the public. You can't go to a meeting and use the dark glasses, because if you use dark glasses when you go to a meeting, people will think you are lying to them." I was actually managing people's PR, and I was doing it. So I did it successfully, but I didn't do it for free. Did you do your essay for free?
No, I was paid.
Okay, so
I was getting my salary, but like I told you, I had no office. I was just that essay like others, like many of other essays, that we had no official cars, no office, no nothing. Only few of them were given proper official appointments.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it was not one of them. I was just given that so that I won't be complaining.
Okay, I think Mimiko was very, very decent, because some other governor will give everybody a car, a maid, a butler, a washer, a big house, and all the other one. Maybe, was there no resources to facilitate that, or he was just a decent man, Dr. Mimiko?
Well, I'm not going to talk much about Mimiko. I'm just going to talk about, like I said, there's a way Nigeria is run. If you have different way of doing it, people won't even allow you. For example, when I came to Nigeria, I had a lot of programs, that I brought into Nigeria. One of my programs was the project, the bus stop project in Ondo State capital, Akure. I was the one that brought in that project,
Did
and
they execute
luckily,
that project?
yes, he did. He did. But apart from that, there wasn't any other projects that I brought in that they look into, because they think that was the only thing that into Nigeria politics. Otherwise, no way.
Okay, can we call Nigeria? Did they kill some of your dream? Some of the
No, they
project they
didn't
killed.
kill.
No, did they kill some of the
No,
project?
they
Maybe
didn't kill
maybe I
my.
should put it that way. Did they kill the
No,
projects?
they didn't. No, they didn't kill my project because I wasn't given the opportunity to contest as a chairman so that I'll be able to even implement my own projects and programs rather.
And the person
So
they appoint as the chairman was not ready to listen to you.
no, I wasn't appointed as a chairman of the local government. If I were lucky to be one of the caretaker chairmen, I would have implemented one of my programs.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you another question. And you've been very faithful all along the line, because it's very hard for people to sit on the hot seat. Maybe you have a British blood flowing through you, so you've been realistic in your answers. You've been straightforward. You're not hiding. The way I look at you, you're not shying away from me. You're not hiding away from me because you're looking me straight in the eyes. So I really appreciate you for that. And even when the glasses seems to be falling off, you try and push the glasses back with one finger. You didn't use your own four fingers to put the glasses back like that. You only use one finger to say, I still want to be seeing your eyes. So you are very honest, and I really appreciate your honesty. Okay,
Thank
given a
you.
chance today, you are in charge of Nigeria, and they ask you, with the agitation going on right, left, and center, what would you prefer to do? Break up Nigeria or crush the agitation? Which one will you go for?
Oh,
Remember, it's
that
your
one is
thought. Remember, it's your thought. Yeah, your opinion.
okay. Well, I would like to bring Nigeria together if I'm given the opportunity to rule Nigeria. But the thing is, we would like to change so many things. But will Nigerians allow that change? That is the thing. Not until I went to Nigeria to be part of the politics in Nigeria that I now knew how things are run.
By the few
I said it already. Sorry?
By the few powerful individual?
Of course, even beyond leadership. I already said it that what is happening in Nigeria is the reflection of what we as a people. So to change it, we have to have the mentality to change things. It's not going to happen just one day or 1 year or even 10 years. 10 years to change Nigeria is not even enough. Because if you are starting a good program today in Nigeria, once you are out there, your successor will change it.
True.
Because they don't want your name to reign. They don't want your project to overwhelm their own project. And the people will dictate what they want for you. And once you are not even listening to the people, second time is not certain for you. And how many Nigerian leaders will not do anything to make them go the second time? I haven't seen it. But if I'm given an opportunity, will one time be enough for me to change Nigeria? We need to understand that. We need to go into Nigerian history. The people, the mentality of the people, the mind of the people. What do they want? How can you change them? Can they even be changed? How many people can change them? If you have a team I believe if you have a team, you can do something. But once you are out there, that is it. We have no good laws. Our laws are weak, and we have people above the law. So with this, I don't see how things can be changed in Nigeria in our own generation. I don't think so. That is my own opinion at the moment.
Thank you very much. When you were in Nigeria as an SA, were you above the law yourself?
No, I wasn't. But everything I was doing, Baba London. They call me Baba London. Whenever I did something in a different way, they had, even there was a time they were telling me not to be saying some things which I knew that it could change Nigeria, because people won't believe it. People won't listen to that. They want their own way. That's a way you do politics in Nigeria. You know, there's a script for what you have to say to them. You can't bring in your own. You have to tell them what they want, not what you want. People won't listen to you. Nigerians will never listen to you.
Okay, I believe that anyway. I strongly believe what you're saying to me. If you are part of the Heritage Multimedia information chat group on WhatsApp, you will probably understand how difficult it is to run Nigeria as a country, because I look at some of the comments and what is going on that chat group sometimes, and I pity whoever want to go and run government in Nigeria, because I look at it sometimes and I said, how could anybody on earth run this country the way things are being run in Nigeria? Because I find it very appalling, very hard, and very difficult to comprehend in my head how to control these people called Nigerians, because they are so difficult to run. They are so difficult to control, and they are so difficult to organize. I don't know what to say, and I don't know what to do, and I don't know how to put it to you, but I'm still going to put it to you. I believe this man is giving us a typical example of what is going on in Nigeria. I was telling my wife earlier, and I said, if Jesus Christ go to Nigeria, I want to change Nigeria. Jesus Christ might come back and start taking bribe. I'm just using an illustration. I'm not saying that is what Jesus Christ would do. I'm just using an illustration which I think fit into what we're talking and what we're discussing. Because the way we behave sometimes, I've seen Nigerian fighting in the marketplace. And this woman say, my man, not to be woni. Láàrin ọjà. Láàrin ọjà. Does it make sense? Where's our shame? They used to say when we were young, remember the sum of whom you are. I was discussing with, I think you were there when I was discussing with you earlier on. I said my father was the chief accountant for Ogun State in his days. When he was young, he's still there. And he only have 2 houses. And one of the houses was built 1958. The second one, 1970 something. You understand? And my father didn't
That was when
retire.
Nigeria was a country.
Yeah, my father didn't retire in 1990 something. And didn't build another house. If they tell you Papa built, they said, what do I need another house for? I can only be in 2 places, Abeokuta and Ibadan. So why do I need another house in Ibadan? What do I need to do with it? What do I want to do with it? Build another one in Abeokuta, what for? Will I sleep in 2 houses at the same time? You understand? And things started going bad for Nigeria. Even that time, I remember one day my sister didn't go to work. She said she's sick. And my father come back from work. My sister was playing a loud music. My father went there and saw her dancing with her friends. And my father said, I thought you said you're sick. And she said, yes, I'm sick. I said, if you don't go to work tomorrow, you see what I'll do for you. What kind of sickness? You're sick and you're listening to music. You understand? I think that is when Nigeria was Nigeria, like you said. And the mindset of people these days is a complete different thing. Is he listening to himself, talking, please help him to let us go our way. Just this. Somebody said Jesus needs to do serious cleaning up in Nigeria. Thank you very much, Alex. Good evening, Femi Babalola. Thank you for coming in. Sister Mary, good evening. Thank you for coming in as well. Thank you, everybody who's been joining. Have you managed to share? I've only got 16 likes. It means I'm talking jargons and rubbish, so you don't like what I'm doing. That's why I haven't seen likes on it. Please, you need to encourage me. I told you guys this is not my show. This is Olayomi's show. And if you're not liking it, it means you're not enjoying what I'm doing or what I'm saying. I might as well just close the program. Please, I need some love. Please show me some love to let me know that what I'm doing is right. Oh, thank you very much for that. Still only 18 and 19 shares. Wow. 86 people watching, 19 shares. Not bad. Not bad. We need to educate ourselves, and we're trying our best to educate ourselves. Mr. Prince Ade Ibukun, my namesake, you said you will keep Nigeria together, and if people carry placard and said, change, 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 change. Were you in Nigeria when the Buhari change comes in? Were you there?
No, I wasn't. I was here.
Okay, but when you
I
hear
already
about
left.
when you hear about the change coming, were you happy
I was happy.
that change? And when you see the change going on
Yes.
now, what do you think?
Well, I've said it already. It is going to be difficult to change things just like that in Nigeria. It You already said it as well. You say if Jesus Christ comes to Nigeria now, he can never even change Nigeria. I believe so too.
No, I didn't say it
By
might.
the time
It can never change Nigeria. I said maybe it's gonna get bright. Peter Toba, you are so wicked with what you are writing. Peter, don't let me block you. Don't stop that. Now you better delete your comment. Peter Toba, that was extreme. Come on, don't say that. Anyway, that was a joke. Yeah, that was serious. Someone said, just send Nigeria to China at least is better than taking it for free. Okay, Peter Toba is a very honest man. So, but why don't you have picture Peter? Come on, put your picture there. Let's see your face. Even Jesus will steal money within 3 months. You're making a lot of sense and you don't have a picture. Come on. Put your picture on. Let's see your face. Come on. Be a man. Thank you for joining anyway, Peter Toba. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go to this one quickly. I'm gonna be opening the line in some few minutes. And I want constructive question, constructive things that people can ask. I don't want us to attack this man because he has given us a bad view of what Nigeria is. You are here, like he said when he was here, he has a different opinion about Nigeria. I want to go and make the change until he gets there. And then when he gets there, he now realizes this is not too much of a hard job. I've seen so many people go from here to Nigeria for politics, and when they get there, they end up losing their life because they want to do Igbo style, they want to do British way, and the people say you can't do it that way. This is our own. Peter Toby, I'm an apostle. Yeah, okay. Are you sure you are Peter Toby? Maybe you are AY the comedian, or MC Mark. You might be an MC Mark. Come on, tell us the truth. Let's see your face. And Mr. Babalola is even laughing at your comment. Please don't distract me, Peter Toba. Yeah, Peter Toba. Don't distract me. Let me do my job because I have a boss. Olayomi Koiki will beat me up if I didn't do it properly. Hello to everyone at Heritage Multimedia TV, Mr. Desama sir. Please pin the call number for this ongoing program. Yeah, we will do that in a minute, yeah, because I will pin it in a minute. I don't want you to call now. As soon as I want you to call, I'll pin the number. And can I tell you, you have a whole hour with this gentleman. I'm gonna tie it down. Butlers, bring some rope. Let's tie this man down so that I can't run away for the next hour, and we can ask him proper questions before it finally disappears into thin air. Thank you again, Prince Ade Ibukun, for joining us today, and thanks to Olayomi Koiki who gave me this. I'm glad I'm not on the other side because if I'm on the seat on the other side is a bit hotter. than this one on this side. That's why the man has a big bowl of water, jug of water, bottle of water, and he has probably sipped the water about 9, 10 times. If this place is hot for you now, how was Nigeria when you were there? Did you have air condition where you were living?
I'm not hot here. I'm diabetic.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's
So
why
that's
that's
why
why I
you are
need
drinking the water.
I need water. Yes.
Did you not use
So
all
I'm
the apps in Nigeria when you were there to cure it? When you were there, but that's not something we can talk about later on. No, don't go there. Let's move on. Okay, the lines are open. Can we open the line, or you have anything to say to sum it up before we open the line? Should we open the line, Prince?
Yes, come on, go on.
Okay, guys, that's the number there. The number is there. Please don't call erratically so that we can have some times to actually get the answer from Prince Ade Ibukun, because if you call too much, we might not be able to answer some of the question, and that might not be a good thing for all of us, because we want to learn. This is actually a learning program. Wow, these people are so wicked. You're so wicked. You didn't even give me the chance to finish pinning the number before you call. Good afternoon, caller. What's your name and where you're calling from, sir?
Uche, I'm calling from France.
Go ahead. This is Uche from France, sir.
Yeah, all right. Ahead, hello, Uche.
Not Uche,
Eche. Sorry.
I see Eche.
Oh, okay. He's my friend. Okay. Thank you for calling.
Yeah. So I'm 40 now. Nigeria has never worked, and my son is 5. I don't think in the next 40 years Nigeria will work. So we have to change the narrative. So my question for you now is: when you were working with the government, did you notice any corruption? Maybe money made for particular projects, they did not execute the project, they divert the money to their pockets, and they announced that they have done the project. That's my first question. Do you notice anything? My second question: how do you think Nigeria will work in the next 40 years' time? How do you think Nigeria will work? Can you explain to us? That's my question.
Okay, thank you. Can I help him to answer the first one?
So, question for the man now, please. Please,
I think,
my niece here, I want him to answer the question.
Okay,
I think he wants me to answer it.
Yeah, he wants you to answer. Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much. He's going to answer the two questions. I'll make sure I answer the two questions. I'll let you go, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Uncle,
thank you, sir.
now answer the question, that the first one and then the second one.
Hello, Mr. Eche.
Yeah,
is it Eche or Uche?
Eche.
Yeah.
And from France.
Well, when we are talking about corruption in Nigeria, I don't think we can boldly exonerate any person unless you are able to prove yourself as a better Nigerian. But at the same time, I was not in the position to know what was going on in the government. Maybe there was a corruption or whatever. That one I cannot answer that in the other side.
Can I say something, sir? Before, all along the line, when we've been doing the things, you were looking at me straight in the eyes. But since you start answering the question, you are not looking at me straight in the eyes anymore. You turn your eyes away from
maybe
me.
Because I'm forward. I can't see you. I can only see myself.
Okay.
You're not there.
Okay, that's true.
You're not there. I can only see see myself.
I was just
You're not there. Yeah, now I can see you.
Okay.
I can only see myself.
Let's go to the second part of the question. Yeah. Go ahead, sir. Let's the second part of the question.
I said it. I believe Nigeria can work.
Okay.
I believe Nigeria can work. That is what I believe. There is no country that can never work. We just have to change the system. We need to change the mentality. And that change comes from us, individual. We cannot expect the leaders to change Nigeria. Nigeria can never be changed by the leaders, because the leaders are the reflection of us as a people. I don't want to say that what runs in our veins,
DNA.
yes, the gene in us, we need to take it out before Nigeria can be a better place. It is not possible. Everywhere, tell me where there's no corruption in Nigeria. There's corruption. It is corruption that is killing Nigeria. And who made corruption? The people. Because corruption is like a religion in Nigeria. In the churches, traditionally, politically, everywhere you go, the police will tell you they are friends of the people. How can that be true? That's not truth in that. If you go to the police station, you will see the reflection of the people there. If police arrested you and you are about to go out of the cell, would they not take money from you? Is the government not aware of that? Is the court not aware of that? Even the lawyers, we take bail money from you for the police to release you. I've seen a lot of that in Nigeria. There's corruption in Nigeria. That is why Nigeria cannot work in our own generation until we change that mentality.
I've got another caller for you, Prince. Caller, go ahead, please. Your name, where you're calling from, sir.
Yes, Araba, Prince Ade Ibukun, High Chief Odogun Ulesa. This is Frank.
Hey, my brother.
From London.
All right.
This very tough, difficult question for you. I appreciate everything you've done in Ondo State. You are a gem. But having looked back over the last 60 years in the history of the country from independence to date, why do you think Nigeria is workable after 60 years of suffering, killing, maiming, and up till now we are unable to sort the country out? Over to you. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Bello.
Yeah.
Sorry?
You can answer the question now, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bello. The reason why I believe Nigeria can work is based on what I read about other countries. Even the beginning of this country today, UK, if you go into their history, you will see a lot of atrocities committed in the past as well. So Nigeria is only 60 years old. And the thing is, we must not always forget that the mentality, the way we were brought up by the British, by the colonialists, by the slave masters, that thing is still running in our head. We are not out of it yet. The way they were ruling us when they were there is the way we are ruling ourselves as well. Until we are able to get out this mentality, this strange mentality, which is not African. This is not the way African is created. This is strange to us. And until we can get it out of the system before we can make that continent, apart from Nigeria, whatever is happening in Nigeria today is happening everywhere in Africa. That is what the problem is all about in Africa today. 60 years is not even long compared to other places. Even up till the early 50s, 60s in this country, there were a lot of atrocity committed by the people here. What about in America as well? This is the reason why I still believe that Nigeria can still work. We are only comparing Nigerian system of today with the system of the advanced country. They've been through what we are now going through. That is what we need to understand. We need to understand that the system can't just be changed in a day. Frank, trust me, Nigeria can be better. But the problem is not these leaders. In the hands of these leaders, I don't believe Nigeria can be a better place.
Very much, sir. Thank you for that. I really appreciate your explanation, how you break it down into pieces for us. It is a very good thing that we are enjoying this program. How long enough? Someone said a fool at 40 is a fool forever. And you said Nigeria is still a fool at 60. So will Nigeria be a fool forever and ever? Because when they said a fool at 40 is a fool forever, then it said a fool at 60 should be a fool forever and ever, because the 20 give it an ever, a reputation. What do you have to say to that, sir? After 60 years?
It is possible to remain like that forever, and it is possible we change it. It depends on what we have in mind. It depends on the part. We have to build real patriotism for Nigeria. The patriotism we have for Nigeria today is fake. Nobody loves Nigeria. We are just wasting our time saying I love Nigeria, whatever. Put any Nigerian, into office. What is it going to do over there? Even the people will be telling you what to do. You can't do it. If you don't give them money, you can't stay there. It's all about money, because we never built Nigeria to give us a better future. There's nothing for you in Nigeria. For example, as a civil servant in Nigeria, if you don't steal, that means you are just one special person among millions. Because number one, even your pension will never be given to you. Your gratitude will never be given to you. So you want to have a life after retirement. What do? It's going to take somebody who doesn't believe in the life we live now to be able to work in Nigeria and be a sincere person. Nigeria is not giving the honest mind the opportunity to go over there and be that person that's supposed to be the leader in Nigeria, to make good things for the people and to be able to do what normal person will do. They will never even allow you to do it, like I've been saying since. They will never. It is not possible. Nigeria change. I believe that. And Nigeria can stay like this forever. It is possible. But what do we have to do? If we still believe that Nigeria can work, Nigeria will work. We just have to sit down and rethink and see what we can do to make Nigeria better.
Okay, thank you very much for that. I have another caller for you, but before I put the caller through, I want to say something to our people. Can I tell you one thing? I've been involved practically within the last month in this struggle. Before then, I wasn't involved because I don't give it I don't give a toss about Nigeria. So I don't care what's happening there, because I think it will never work, and it will never work until Professor Banji Akintoye come along and promise me personally that they will do everything possible to make Nigeria a better place for all of us. But what I've seen in the last months, I was telling my brother-in-law this morning that I've learned more things in the last 1 month than what I've ever learned in the whole year I've been on this earth. Which means for nearly 60 years, I've learned what I've learned in 1 year, in nearly 60 years. In 1 month. What it takes me nearly 60 years to learn, I've learned more in 1 month. Because I found out within the last month that Yoruba people are we're so full of ourselves, we are so evil, we are so bad, we are so terrible, We will grasp anybody for money. We will kill and name anybody for money. And no matter who you are in Yoruba land, I don't know the Igbo because I'm not Igbo and I'm not part of them. So, but what I've seen with my 2 eyes in the last 1 month is so dangerous. You will plan one thing with a Yoruba man today. Tomorrow, he will go and do something else entirely that pleases him, not that pleases Yoruba land. We're trying to fight for Yoruba land, and everybody, so many people are trying to pull this down, which is very sad. So many people are pulling this one down, which is sad. Yoruba people don't like honesty sometimes. That's another thing I see. When you're speaking the truth, they don't care. But when you're lying to them, you will see them thousands there. You will see them millions there. You will see so many of them there, which is a shame. But the problem is, it is a shame that we don't want it. Everybody here is agitating for Yoruba land, Oduduwa nation. But the people agitating, are they doing it right? Are they doing it right? No. But they're not doing it right. All we're doing is being terrible. All we're doing is all about me. It's all about me. They appoint a leader to do something for YWC in England, and somebody else will go and do something else. And it's a shame. Okay, caller, please go ahead, sir.
Thank you, sir. It's Eche again from France, sir. Sir, I know you believe in Nigeria. You want Nigeria to work. All of us want Nigeria to work before, but we've given them long time and it's not working. We have to go. So don't you think if the Biafra have their Biafrans and the Oduduwa have their Oduduwa, don't you think things will fast? Things will work faster than we are one Nigeria? That's my first question. Another question again, sir. Sir, don't you think the Fulani people will not ever allow Nigeria to work? Do you think, don't you understand things from that place, that these Fulani people that we're always talking about, they will never allow things to work for Nigeria? So that's my question for you.
Okay, before you answer that one, can I ask you 2 questions as well? Because you always like to ask questions, but sometimes I have to ask you questions as well.
Okay, sir. Okay. I'm ready to answer your questions.
What primary class are you? Are you primary 1 or primary 2 that you're full of questions every day?
I'm primary 6, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother. Hope to speak to you soon again. Sir. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, my brother, can you answer the question for our audience who asked you a question? Don't you think Nigeria will work better if everybody go their own way?
What makes us to? I mean, what makes us to believe that when we separate, it's gonna work better? The other time you were talking about the Yorubas, the way we are, you know, taking some points from what you said, would that be able to help us if we become Oduduwa? If we have Oduduwa, would that Yoruba mentality not still be there? That is the question. I think the best thing for Nigeria is for us to reorganize. For the Northerners, the Easterners, and the Westerners to come together and now prepare a plan, Nigeria, how we can work together. Nigeria, don't let us forget that Nigeria was created without us being there in 1884. So we were not given the chance to bring opinions, to bring what we want from each other, to compromise on the same table, what we would like for Nigeria as a country, how we want Nigeria to be. That is the main problem we are having today. What is happening in Nigeria today? It is a script written by the Europeans. This is what they want for us. And that is why Nigeria is still like this, until we can come together and replan Nigeria, which will be in our own terms. That is the only way forward. I don't believe if we separate, I don't think it's going to help us. I think your volumes is down.
I'm sorry then. So thank you very much, Valo Joe. Thank you, Ejike Sunday. Thank you, thank you everybody for saying my sound is off. Okay, what I've said is that we are 100 people watching. We got 32 shares. Can we drive it to about 500 shares? Because I'm about to drop a bomb share. I want to drop a bomb, and I want a lot of people to hear that bomb. So let's share five times. Everybody share 5 times, and then I will keep the people online waiting, and I'll keep you guys here online waiting as well for about 2 minutes. And let's get the share up before I drop my bomb share, because I don't want to repeat it. Okay, everybody, let's go and see whether Nigerian can work. 5 share, please. I will know now if Nigeria can work. If we got 32 shares and we're looking for 500 shares, and we have instructed, well, maybe I'm the leader here today, and I've instructed everybody to share 5 times. I want to see whether that will work. And if that works, it means Nigeria can work. If that doesn't work, it means Nigeria can never work. And it's the truth. So I've got 8 more. I've got 8 since I've spoken. So I'm still waiting. I'm waiting to, it's still 40. We're looking for 500. So let's drive it up. Val, Ojo, thank you very much for sharing. You are a very faithful servant of God. Thank you very much. Thank you. Who else is sharing? If we answer Fulani's question that someone asked, if we answer it, and I got a big bomb share as well that I want to drop, but I want the share to go up to about 500 before I drop the bomb share. I want to see whether dividing Nigeria will work. Wow, thank you very much, Valujo. I can see you sharing. You are a faithful Nigerian. Those are the people that might make Nigeria work. Because the more you listen to instruction, JC, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Let's see how many we've driven it up to. 67. Oh, I think these people will make the new Oduduwa nation work and the Biafra work. Seriously.
Amen.
If they listen to instruction, this is the beginning of wisdom. If you take instructions, it means you really want it to work. But we only got 67. Let's see how long it goes. Okay, let me refresh again. We got 67 before I refresh. If you really want to hear what is going on, you guys need to do what we need to do to get the share up. What do we have? We have 74. We haven't even got up to 100. But the good thing is that you guys are fantastic. Okay, let me put Femi Babalola through to you. I got someone on the line first. So I want the person to come off before I can put Mr. Babalola through. So, Prince, okay. Hello, sir. Your caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from and go straight to your question, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello. Yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you now, sir.
Yeah, nice show. I really appreciate you, Mr. Thomas.
Thank you,
You're doing a good job, and may God bless you as well. So this is it. I just came in. It's not quite long ago. The man is saying that Nigeria is going to work. Nigeria is dead long time ago. Wow. Reality. I'll tell it today. Nigeria people, I don't know how to call it. Is it to take back to psychiatric hospital or what? The leaders, not even the leader, the society, the people in Nigeria, they don't know what they want. No, they don't know what they want. They missed many years ago. They don't know how to fight for their right. Number two, even if they know how to fight for their right, the settlement is even that like even we tell it if they don't give it's no vote, they suffer. That's why they are paying the price now. That's why they are paying the price now. And from Nigeria is this, try to make go their own way. Because even if we bring Mr. Ogunlesi, one of the most richest millionaires in the world, to come and be a Nigeria president, He cannot handle Nigeria. I will tell you the truth. He cannot handle Nigeria. Even if Yoruba have independence today, it's going to be a lot of problem. We have big problem, and it's the only God that can solve that problem. Truth is bitter. Truth is bitter. But the people that listen to me now should listen, or if they don't want to listen, they can take it like that as they can take, because Nigeria cannot work. And again, let me quickly tell you something about corruption in Nigeria. The West, the European Union, the people in the United States, they are more fantastic corrupt more than Africa. I agree with that man. They are fantastic corrupt more than Africa, but we don't know what is going on in the Western world. But in Nigeria, they will not do proper investigation before they start their own corruption in Nigeria. There's no value system. That's why we end it. Any country in the whole world that cannot be able to implement and have a value system of their own system, we are not a country yet. We are just beginning. Maybe if Yoruba go, perhaps they can get it correct. If the Biafra go, maybe they can get it correct. But they should not make that mistake. We don't have a value system in Nigeria. Nigeria is dead long time ago.
Thank you
God
very
bless
much.
everybody.
Thank you very much, Mr. Babala. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. I got some few more. That wasn't a question for you, sir. It was just something that someone was passing on a message. The gentleman I want to call now said to me that if I said that people should share if they believe Oduduwa will work and Biafra will work, that we see fantastic results. So if you believe Oduduwa nation will work and if you believe Biafra nation will work, share 10 times. Let's see. Let's see. Before I put him through, it's on the line now. But he said, if I said they should share if Oduduwa or Biafran will work, I should tell them to share 10 times, that will see the result. So I've done that. Before you can go ahead with your question, let's see whether that works, sir. Hold on 1 second. Let me refresh and see what happened. I'm going to refresh quickly for this, my brother, to ask this question. 1 second, sir. 1 second, sir. I want to see what he said. Maybe what you said is working or is not working. You know what you wrote on the comment. I want to see whether it's working or it's not working. You're the one that said it, and I want to see whether you.
Yes, I said so.
You mean what you said?
I said so, sir.
It's only 6 people since you've said that. It's only 6
Let's go and try. Let's go and try.
But I've just said it. I've just said.
See the response of people.
Okay. If you believe Oduduwa and Biafran will work, and you want to prove it to me, share 10 times and let's see. For Oduduwa and Biafra to work, yes, Val. Yeah, if you believe you want it to work, if you want it to work at all costs, share. Let's see. Drive it to 100 and let's see. Okay, Paula, go ahead with your question, sir.
Thomas, we are going to hit that 500.
Okay,
that 500.
I believe you, sir. I believe
it.
Go ahead, my brother. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Ask your question, sir. You're on now. Yes, you're on to the studio, but you need to turn your system down behind you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
While we are doing that, I just have something to say to that's our uncle there.
Our teacher, because he's teaching us some few things we don't know.
Yes, our teacher. Okay. It's okay. Sir, I want this is like question or contribution.
Okay. We take it as contribution so that we can move on.
I'm talking all the way from Nigeria.
Wow. You're brave.
Now,
Yes.
We like enough as to be with Nigeria in general does not have any good thing that is adding to us, either economical wise or any area. We are good enough to be on our own. So because I heard him when he said that it will be better if we are together as Nigeria, I want to really know what is the profit or the benefit of being together as one with these people we are talking about, the Fulani people? Is it economical wise, or is it because of civilization, or because of academic plans? In what area are the threats that is better for us to all be together? That if we're together is going to be better. That cannot make the Oduduwa people to be on their own.
Okay, thank you. Did you get that question, sir, Uncle? Okay,
I think I did.
Okay, go ahead.
And you see, I am not saying Oduduwa is not going to work if our Eastern separation as well is not going to work. It depends on what we want. And that mentality that we have, that is my belief, is that mentality that we have, if we have it towards Nigeria as well, it's going to work. The problem is we are not united. Nigeria is being separated from the beginning. We were not brought together before the colonialists left Nigeria. The way they wanted Nigeria to be is what it is today. But if we want it to work, it's going to work. What mentality do we have to manage Oduduwa? That is not going to work for Nigeria. If the same mentality is in the East and the North, we've come a long way. We have suffered together. We're supposed to make it work together. That is my belief. We're supposed to be one. If we believe this, if we have that mentality in our minds that Nigeria is going to work, it's going to work.
I have another caller for you. Caller, where you calling from? Your name and where you're calling from, and go ahead.
Yes, my name is Balojo from London.
Okay, Balojo. Ojo sinle ọmọ adìyẹ dàgbà. Tójó bá wà nílé àti fi yẹ jẹ.
Okay. Now,
okay, go ahead, sir.
Straight to the question. I just have one question for
our teacher,
our dear uncle.
Our teacher.
Which one would you rate? To die fighting for one Nigerian is that Nigeria never worked, or you would prefer to start would you prefer to die fighting for a new Oduduwa nation, knowing fully well that it might not happen during our lifetime, but we just wanted something different? Personally, I would prefer to die fighting for Oduduwa nation, even if it never happens while I'm alive. But I'm fed up Nigeria after deeds of independence. Thank you very much. So, which one would you prefer to, sir?
Don't go yet, though. Don't go yet. Before you go, okay, I want to clarify something. By the grace of God, you won't die fighting for anyone. You will live.
Amen.
Because if you die at the year, will be too much in the town.
Exactly.
There will be too much at the year in town, and we don't want that. So please don't die. Don't die. Nobody will die for anyone, but we will still get what we want. Okay. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much for calling. Yeah, we answer you, and you can hear the answer on the radio on your system, sir. Thank you. Okay, sir. Go ahead. Which one will you prefer to die for? God forbid you won't die. Die fighting for a single Nigeria, or die fighting for Oduduwa nation. Whether it happens or it doesn't happen, which one will you prefer, A or B, sir?
Before we make the option to die, we must know what we are dying for. What do we want to die for in the first place? Who are the people we are dying for? What is the purpose?
Who are the people we are dying for? Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yes. So why are we dying? What are we going to gain from it? Are the people if you want to die for Nigeria, are other people, ready to die along with you? You see, if you can die, if you cannot die for Nigeria, what makes you think that when you die for Oduduwa, it's gonna make any difference? That is the thing. You know, what are we looking for? What we make what of hello? I can't hear you.
I can hear you, sir. I can hear you. I can hear you. You continue, sir.
Oh, okay. So what makes us believe that Oduduwa is gonna work? We need to see it. We need to put it on paper. And we must be sure that all those things that we want will work. How many of our leaders we want to die for Oduduwa as well? Would they change their minds? The Oduduwa leaders. What makes you think there will be there will be different leaders? How many of them? These are the things we need to put into consideration before we say we want to die for Nigeria or Oduduwa. What makes you think that Oduduwa is going to work? And the Yoruba people say, "Àwa là ń jẹra wa lẹ́sẹ̀." If now we create Oduduwa, would anything change? We need to ask this question from time to time before we can even say we want to die for Oduduwa. I'm not saying Oduduwa is not going to work, but the thing I believe is if we have the mentality that Oduduwa will work, if that mentality is used to make Nigeria work, it's going to work. If the Northerners believe in that, it's going to work. If the Easterners believe in that, it's going to work. I think what we need to do before the separation is to come together first and see if we can make a plan that will make Nigeria work. Then if you can't do that, then let it be.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate that, guys. There's a point of correction. Like I said to you guys, whatever we do here, we understand that this platform is not for Yoruba people only. It's for the southern Nigeria mainly, mainly, and they include all other African countries as well. But it's mainly for Yoruba people and Biafran people and Niger Delta people and Middle Belt people and all the people in the southern Nigeria, because I need to be careful how I say it there. So please, let's make sure we're not referring to Yoruba people only. It's for everybody. So I have another caller for you. Caller, please go ahead, please.
Hello, my name is Maurice, and I'm calling from US.
Thank you, Maurice. Go ahead with your question.
Good evening. Good evening to our guests
Good
in the
evening.
studio.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, now, I am not an Oduduwa guy. I'm a Biafran guy. But here is my observation. We should be able to learn from history. From what we read, from what we have seen, from what I heard from so many commentators and our leaders. It has been a great nation thousands of years ago before Nigeria. Yorubas has always been the first in everything that they do in Nigeria before now, before Nigeria was amalgamated. And the history also told us that Fulani has never been a civilized people all their lives, from ages to ages. The history about Fulani has been slaughtering and conquering people, conquering territories, and they never have civilization. However, my question to our guest in the studio, don't you think it's better? And again, if of dying to stay in Nigeria, people sharing the same nation does not have the same mindset with you, according to history. And that history has never changed till today. Why do we want to remain there? Why can't you? I'm just asking. Why can't you think a better way? Even if the Yorubas will get their Oduduwa and have quarrel and fight. It will be better to understand that you quarrel and fight and settle down right now when they are imposing leaders on you. When you have little misunderstanding with your brother, they will send through from Abuja to come and crush you. So that's my question to our guest. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Davidson. Thank you. We thank you. Go, Uncle, answer the question now.
Well, it's the same. I think it's the same. It's not far away from the last question. And it's still the same thing. You know, we have gone a long way to understand each other. I think the system we are running is the problem we have in Nigeria. The ethnicity is one of the problems we have in Nigeria. If we can work together, like I've been saying, Nigeria will work. You know, even in United Kingdom here, before they became United Kingdom, they fought each other. They killed each other. It is always like that when people from different areas come together, people with different culture, different heritage. If they come together, it's gonna happen like that. Even if Oduduwa becomes a nation today, the Yoruba will still be fighting supremacy among themselves like the Obas today. It's going to happen. You know, even within our own families, there's discrimination there. Supremacy is always there. That is how we were created. That is the way we were wired until we are more civilized to do things according to the new system that we work. That is it.
Okay, thank you very much for that. I'm going to try and call some of these people back because so many people have called that I've ignored their calls. So if you call and you've not been able to speak to me, I'm sorry for that. But be rest assured that you will be able to speak to somebody shortly. Thank you for that. Guys, I'm gonna take some of these questions online here. Oh God of mercy, I've missed that caller already. Caller, where are you calling from? What's your name and your contribution, sir?
Good evening, sir. I just want to appreciate the program. I've been watching for quite a long time now, listening to some of the things going on back home. And I just wanted to ask that man, if we are together in Nigeria, is it going to stop the killing from a specific region? That's my question, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Prince, did you get a question?
No, I didn't get that. Please come again.
He didn't get your question. I think it's gone. But I will repeat the question to you. He said, if we get separated, will it stop the killing in some certain area of Nigeria?
Well, the killings.
Okay, go ahead.
The killings.
Yes.
The killing. Well, I'm not very sure about that because we need to know who are the people killing one another. Yes, recently we had that the Fulanis are the one killing the Southerners. But we've seen a lot of Southerners killing one another as well. You know, with that we have kidnappers. Even before now we had kidnappers in the South. They were killing one another. So it's a national thing.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother. I have another caller for you. Quickly, caller, go ahead. Your name, where you're calling from?
My name is Francis. I am calling from Ireland. I just have a contribution to make, not listening to the discussion about those that want Nigeria to still be as one and those that maybe want us to separate. I have a reason why I say Nigeria is better off if
Hello? Nigeria is better off.
Nigeria is, we're better off staying on our own because we are different nationalities. It's just like what is happening in I will use England to give you an example. We have Great Britain, but we have 4 nations there, and they have some levels of autonomy. We have the Wales, we have England, we have Scotland, we have Northern Ireland, and they all have their own parliament. And if you remember Nigerian history, there was a design we had before called a kind of a confederation when we have the East, the Western region, and Nigeria was working. And after some time, certain events came, and they pushed that away. But that was the real foundation that Nigeria was founded, whereby every region has some regional autonomy. That has been taken away. And since that was done, Nigeria became so incompatible. Because we are culturally different, our aspiration is different, the way we see things is different. I was even listening to Fela's song this afternoon. He was asking a question. Assuming a missile was just coming, one was heading to Saudi and one was heading to left. And there, where will you want it to land? And in terms of our religion, maybe in terms of our culture, and in terms of our maybe national. If you all the time, Nigeria has not been working because there's no sense of ownership.
Okay, I think we're losing you bit by bit.
Another man's investment.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Whereby the directors are watching over another man's business. And they don't watch it well. That is why you have auditing, you have all those compliance, you have all that checks and balances. Would you say in Nigerian system we have that kind of checks and balances? That is why people loot funds and no question is asked. And we're talking about corruption. We see the way the corruption is fought. If you are from certain side or certain party, you are not corrupt. If you are from certain side, you are corrupt. And so Nigeria cannot work that way. We don't have electricity. Some people are saying that Nigerians don't know what they want. It's not true. We know what we want. Every Nigerian what we want is very basic. We want electricity. We want good school for our children. We want a secure future for our children. We want hospital when we are sick. We want food. Nigerians are not eating daily bread. 3-star meal. No security. Okay? Then you are in your own state, in your own father's land, in your own farm. Somebody will come and kill you, kill your children. And you're talking about Nigeria. How can we stay up down that we are talking now for the safety of Nigerians? Some people got infected and they don't obey that lockdown. They go to other states to infect the other people. And even some people are bringing guns, bullets, and ammunition to attack one group. While we are on lockdown, they are talking one Nigeria. Nigeria is a failed state already. We are in. We still have something. We don't have anything. There's no justice. We don't have good roads. So what does the nation stand for? I am living here in Ireland. I know how this place is being organized. They are not here. They are not yet there, but they are making it for every day to improve. And that is not happening in Nigeria. It's better, you see, we go back at least to what we were at the time that our fathers signed this national contract whereby every region is standing on its own feet. But if that is not done, it's better we go our ways. It's just like people that went into marriage and it's not working, so they find a way, they are divorced. So in my own opinion, Nigeria has not worked for 50 years, it won't work. Say a fool for 40 years, now the fool going to work, it's a mirage.
Wow.
And that's the reality. Look, I listened to
I think we're losing you, so I'm gonna let
Everything
you
is
go,
fed up
sir.
on me. Sir, go back to Nigeria.
Okay, sir. I think we're losing the caller, so I'm gonna let him go because his contribution looks
Yeah.
or sound fantastic. Well, if the people cannot hear it, then there is no point. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your contribution there. I'm gonna take more calls quickly because I'm trying to see if we can round it up. Someone said I should ask you from the comments, Prince Ade Ibukun. They said, "Have you ever appeared on Channels TV in Nigeria before, Prince?"
Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay. Yes, he said he did. What's your next question? Okay, he hasn't asked his next question. Caller, where are you calling from? Your name and your straight to your question, please. Hello, sir. Caller?
Yeah. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear,
Good
sir.
evening.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, I'm calling from Munich in Germany.
Okay, go ahead with your question, sir.
Yeah, I want to ask my brother.
Don't listen
Agreed
to
with
don't
him.
listen to it from your radio. Listen to me here. It's better. If you listen to the other one, you're gonna get confused.
Okay.
Okay.
So I want to ask my brother who is trying to give us the reason why we should remain as one. So for me, I think Nigeria is not working and it will never work. So there's no country that we have this type of system that everyone goes in the ending of the month to Abuja to take allocation that will work. So it's very good to divide Nigeria or for us to restructure Nigeria so that every region can manage all their resources they have and develop on their own pace.
Okay.
So
thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. My point. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna take it away from him quickly. He said Nigeria is not working. Why do you think Nigeria should work? And I have some few other comments there as well. Somebody said Nigeria will never work. Maybe that is their own wish, that is their own dream. We want it to work, and with everybody trying their best, maybe it might work. Single-handedly, Aimoye Kanti Kabiyesi, God of mercy. Okay, that person writes Yoruba, but they don't know how to write Yoruba very well, so it's even unreadable. Thank you very much for that. I can laugh. Oh, why not? Should I play? I'll give you laughing gas. Maybe that might be better. Exactly. Okay, let's take this one, and maybe that will be our last question of the day. Caller, go ahead again, and where you're calling from, or maybe I should help you mention your name. Maybe I should help mentioning your name and where you're calling from myself. Go ahead, sir. Your question or your contribution.
Yeah. So I want to ask again. You keep saying we should come together to plan Nigeria. So we had not quite long ago. We had the national conference. We all came together to speak one voice there. We had at the higher chamber and the lower chamber, the national assembly. For 60 years, they have not done anything. They are there, they are sharing money. Each time they sit there, they collect our money. They are not saying anything. So explain to us, how do you want us to come together again to plan Nigeria, for Nigeria to work? How do you want us to come together? So I want you to explain to us. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm gonna take that's the last question of the day. Thank you guys for being part of the program. I'm just gonna go ahead and summarize something for everybody to understand some few things in the system we operate in Nigeria. The system that is not working in Nigeria didn't happen yesterday. The Fulani are the minority in Nigeria. They came in through Niger Republic, through Sokoto. Initially, they were occupying the state of Sokoto alone, and the Hausas are occupying the rest of the northern part of Nigeria. But today, the Fulani has managed to push everybody out and take control of everything that belongs to everybody else in the north. After they've conquered the north, they start moving down south and they want to conquer the south. Unfortunately, I believe sincerely for that reason, Nigeria can never work. Because anywhere you have Fulani, they are not Nigerians. Many of them came from Kenya. Many of them, they were living in a bush in Kenya some times ago, and they have left the bush they were living in Kenya and moved down to Nigeria since Buhari has an open border policy for people of the northern part of Africa. If you want to come into Nigeria from Idiroko, they show you pepper. If you want to come to Nigeria through Cameroon, they show you pepper. But if you want to come to Nigeria through northern part of Nigeria, it's free passage. Nobody is checking you. There's no check and balance that my brother was looking for in the north, but there's check and balance in the south for the southerner. The rules should be for everybody. One of the reasons Nigeria will never work is if they make a rule and some people don't obey the rules and some people obey the rules, then it can't work. Why should you be able to put on the light in our room in the middle of the night when you need it? And in the morning time when you need it, you can put the light on in our room. But when I need the light, in the middle of the night, you tell me I can't put the light on. And we have to pay the same rent. Can that kind of roommate work? It can't work. If it's two ladies living in the room, if you bring your boyfriend in, you want your boyfriend to spend the night while I'm there. Well, I can't bring my boyfriend in. It won't work until someone realizes that Nigeria will never work with this kind of system. And it is too late to say that we will correct it, because I have some friends in London that have been telling me, sorry, they will correct their mistakes. And they will never correct no mistake. And this is the problem. So that kind of relationship cannot work. Relationship should be give and take. But if a relationship becomes take from the other person, then the other person will get fed up after some time. And it's been like that for 60 years. Every time one person wants to run, the other person is dragging the other one back. It won't work. This is my opinion about Nigeria. This is my thought about Nigeria. And all other thoughts belongs to the gentleman that is our guest today, Prince Ade Ibukun. Thank you for joining us today, sir.
Thank you, moderator.
And I hope next time when we invite you, you will be willingly and gladly come on the show again. Do you promise that?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course I will.
You won't say we're too hostile here.
No. We are all Nigerians. We are brothers and sisters.
You are all Nigerians. You are all Nigerians, because these people here, they said they're not Nigerians anymore. They Biafrans and Oduduwa. And maybe you're not even Nigerian.
Well, we need to know why we are Nigerians or why we are not Nigerians.
Okay, can I ask you one final question before we go?
All right.
Do you think Nigeria is dead?
No.
And it has not been buried. You think it's not dead?
No.
Do you think in the next 10 years there will still be Nigerian?
Possibly.
Wow, that's a very good answer. Possibly. Thank you, my audience today, because you managed to change another one's mind. This mind has started changing his mind, and I think it's a very, very good idea. I want to say thank you to everyone that contributed on this show today. But unfortunately, I'm going to answer this, my brother's question, but it's done a runner on me. So that is a plus on my side. So I don't have to worry about that. Engineer Adebayo Adamalekun, who has just run a runner. Don't come again. They said don't call again, that caller. Thank you very much, sir. And I hope next time we will see you again. Good night, sir.
Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless everybody.
I'm Susan Jumoke Fajano Thomas. it is important for us to stay at home. It is important for people to stay at home. By staying at home, you will help control the spread of the virus. You will help control the virus from spreading to your friends, colleagues, and the community. It is important we come together at this time to work together to support each other. Is by doing this and by staying at home that we can fight this virus. Also, it is important to practice social distancing, which means you need to stay 2 meters away from other people at all times. Please, let's do it together. Hashtag stay at home. Thank you.
What's the Heritage TV? La, 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 la. Heritage TV.
Everybody in London, have you heard that Heritage Television has come up with something new? All your functions and celebrations can now be multi-camera live stream that was only reserved for the rich and famous. Having a function in London can be viewed clean and clear immediately from any part of the world. Trust Heritage TV to give you a better reach. Heritage Television also does photography that will make you the envy of all your friends and family. Heritage Television is the best. All your functions like birthdays, funerals, weddings, church anniversaries or harvest. Heritage Television is the master. We are in the heart of London with an ultra-modern equipped studio. You can call us on 020-800-46100 or email us info@heritagetv.co.uk or mobile 0734 1234 560. Heritage Television will do you proud.